everyone. So yes, Khadija here again. It's been a while I put up a video. I know I ought to be consistent with these things, but let's just say a lot to deal with, and I had the flu just a few days ago, so I'm just getting a little bit better and more in the mood to talk and stuff. So yes, today I'm just going to try as much as possible to quickly look into some things that a lot of single people out there might be struggling with. As with all things in life, nothing is black and white, but pretty much just try to put some things into consideration before you tend to make certain big decisions. I'm all about the single life. I'm all about enjoying your life while you're still single, especially for the ladies, because I kind of feel like a lot of women waste a lot of time worrying about, oh, I haven't found the one, I haven't found the right person for me, I'm not yet married, my friends are married, they have kids, they have this and that. Like, we tend to worry a lot about the things we don't have, and we don't focus on the things that we do have already. And we tend to forget that a lot of factors usually come into play, or a lot of things need to be put into consideration. I know we live in a society where it's the culture where they expect you to just go to school, get married in your 20s, when you get to 30. But thank God we are now in a phase where 30 is a new 20. Yes. And everyone is just the women are certain, and they're sure that maybe I need to chill. We're trying as much as possible to not let the whole 30s coming thing get to us, right? Which is a really cool thing, because I'm all about ensuring you wait till you find the right person for you. And of course, always keep in mind that there is no perfect person out there. There might be somebody who is perfect for you, someone who fits into your lifestyle and your persona and all that, but there's no perfect human being out there, okay? But of course, things to look out for, things you should be very careful with. I'm just going to share a few things. Now, the very first thing I'm going to talk about is you need to know what you want as a man or as a woman. Okay, maybe the first thing I need to hammer on is enjoy your single life. Okay, enjoy your single life. And for a woman, that is when you probably need to get on your grind, hustle. You would have the time and the energy to do that while you're still single. So that's the time to hustle, get some money, invest, do whatever you need to do, but get on your grind. If you want to explore, if you want to go places, if you want to do different things, that time where you're single is when you should do it. Don't waste your time worrying about, a lot of women tend to do that, waste their time worrying. Don't waste your time worrying. Get that money, travel to different countries if you want to, try different things, explore, be adventurous. That is when that's what that time is meant for. Okay, because to be very honest, when you do get married and you have a family, you start a family, the focus then changes. You might not really have enough time to put into all of these things at once, unlike as compared to when you were single. Then second thing would be know what you want, both as the man as the woman. All right, know yourself first, the type of person you are, and that way you will know what type of person you can accommodate. You know what to look out for, and what you want in a partner and what you don't want in a partner. But if you don't really know yourself in the first place, you need to know yourself. Are you adventurous? Are you the indoor type? Are you the outdoor type? Are you the type of person who loves to party? Are you the type of person who wants to just stay indoors and play games? If you're the type of person who wants to stay indoor and play games, you probably need the type of person who wants to stay indoor and play games. If you're the person who's outgoing, I don't think you need somebody who wants to stay indoors. Especially you're outgoing and you want somebody you can go out with. You want your partner to be your movie buddy, your go out to eat buddy, and all that. And then you meet somebody who just wants to be at home chilling, no stress, no like, don't. It's not gonna work. Okay. And I think there's one major reason why I'm saying this, because in terms of knowing what you want and what the other person wants as well, I think sometimes we tend to just believe that a lot of people would change, and yeah, people will change, especially change for the better, change the way we expect them to change, which is better in our own thinking, or in our own way of reasoning and all that. But at the end of the day, with emotions, with attributes, certain characteristics and all that, these things, they don't get better. They get worse. All right. And when I say they get worse, I don't mean in a bad way, okay? I mean, like, for instance, if it's a situation where you meet a person, there's sparks, there's attraction, there's chemistry, you guys are in love, you're so in love, which is very super. The feelings are there, you can feel the chemistry, it's super, it's wonderful. When you do get married, and over the years, over time, these things dwindle. They might not exactly increase, they tend to maybe reduce in some instances, because see finish has entered in some cases. You see certain things that weren't there before, things like that tends to happen. So which is why it is very important for you to know yourself and know what you want and what you don't want. But the very first step in that regard is for you to know yourself first, so that way you know what will probably work with you. If you're an indoor person, you want to stay indoors, you don't really fancy going out that much, or you don't really fancy like my friend this, my friend that, friend here, friend here, friend here, friend there. I don't think you want to be with somebody who is always my friend, because that person doesn't want to stay indoors with you. That person wants to go out. And sometimes what we don't understand is that person derives energy from doing fun things, going out, experiencing places, experiencing people. If you were going out and doing all that, experiencing places and experiencing people, it should drain you of energy. Meanwhile, the other person who loves to go out and gets energy from that, if the person were to stay indoor and it will drain that person of energy. And you don't want a situation where, because my partner is this or because my partner is that, I'm getting drained of energy and blah blah blah. That's just going to cause more problems. So first off, you need to know who you are, and that way it'll help you know what you want. All right, are you a traditional person? Are you a conventional person? Are you the type of guy that your babe has to be on fleek? Do you get? She has to be on fleek 24/7. Her nails have to be done, her hair has to be done, everything has to be shining. And then you meet a babe who, there's some days that she just wants to just be chilled, and then, or because when you're at the dating stage, when you're just meeting her, of course she's trying to search for somebody. Do you understand? So she'll be on fleek the days you see her. Do you understand? You're not seeing her every day. But other days she just wants to be chilled. She just wants to be on her own and do her own thing, right? So you can't be with somebody like that. Go look for somebody who wants to be on fleek all the time. That's what I'm trying to say there, right? And then for the ladies as well, you also need to keep in mind, especially when you're dating, when you're, like I always say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Go out, meet people, date. Go out on dates in public places. Go out on dates, right? Go out on dates, meet people. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. While you're, going out on dates, you're not cheating on anybody because you've not committed to any kind of relationship with anybody. So get to know people, get to know different people. So as you're talking to Ade, you're talking to Shino, you're talking to Shino, you're talking to Maxwell. I don't know. Yeah. So when you're dating and doing all of that, remember that most guys, they're going to let you know what you want to know. Even when you guys evolve and you get to your dating phase where you're actually properly in a relationship with this person, they're only going to let you know what they want you to know, and they're only going to let you see what they want you to see. In most cases, they would even go with the flow, go with everything you want. That's why you see most women say, oh, this person has changed. He hasn't really changed. He just hadn't come out in full force at that time. But when you guys eventually get into that very serious or committed relationship, or you get married, they come out full force and you're like, what just happened? Where is the person I knew before? So sometimes they're just going your flow to make you comfortable, to get you where they need you, most times. So which is why when I hear ladies say, I just want to meet a guy this year and get married to him this year, good luck to you. Good luck to you, man, because I think I would recommend that you definitely take time to date. All right, take time to date, if you need to date for 2-3 years, probably do that. Of course, you can't know a person completely, but those, you know how they say time will always tell. People can't really hide certain things for too long. Eventually these things will begin to reveal itself. Exactly, that's what time does. That is why you need that time. That is why you need that time to date, so you're not rushing into anything and then you kind of feel like, okay, you can't step out now. So by the time you begin to notice certain things, anything you're not cool with when you guys are dating, anything you cannot live with, you feel like you can't stand it while you guys are dating, while you've committed to a relationship with the person, don't, in your mind, especially women regarding men, because women kind of feel like, oh, don't worry, he's going to change, he'll be better, or make him a better human being, or my auntie's husband was like this before they got married, and now my auntie's husband is like this before they got married. They've been married for like 10 years and he's now a good person, and you think it happened overnight. No, it's not going to be that way. Okay, so if there are things you can't live with, you are not going to be the person to change it. Chances are you're not going to be the person to make it better. Chances are it will get worse. Okay, so if there are things you can't live with, you've noticed all of these things, find the person who has traits or characters that you can actually live with. Brings me to my next point, which is, do not, no matter what you do not ever settle. That is the worst thing, especially if we live in this world where we are now, where we have the option of bringing our own partners home and saying, this is the person I want to get married to. Do not ever settle, no matter what. Do not settle, especially if you've been waiting. You feel like, oh, I'm now 35, I'm now 37, I'm now 40. You now settle. So what did you use all those years? You wasted all those years. You waited all those years, wasted, just to settle and still end up with an idiot. No. Please, no matter what you do, when you want something, it's just like you're chasing a contract or you're chasing a business deal. You wait for things to fall through now. So no matter what you do not settle. Like, it makes me really sad when people say, oh, they just want to settle for somebody because they feel they're getting older and all that. It's better to have a great partner. I understand the concerns women tend to have when it comes to, okay, I need to get married early, children, your childbearing years and all that's a lot easier when you're younger. Or you want a partner who will stand by you when those issues come. You can't have kids. I mean, aside the fact that family, moms, dads and all that, they will be on your neck, you need a partner who will sit side by you and comfort you and do all that. Not the partner who will also be against you when that time comes. So I feel like it's worth it waiting for a good partner who will stand by you at the end of the day. So, and that's another thing where, you find people who have great partners, but you probably don't realize it because, the other things they're looking for. We women, we are so complicated, I know, but hey. So, God, there's so many things I want to talk about. Till I see you again. Bye.